What's really good? We back at it again with another episode of Rap a Taste. Rap a Taste. How you feeling, everybody? I hope you've been good. I'm just gonna start off from where I am right now. Okay, before I actually say anything to you, before I do anything, make sure to hit the notification bar. But why do I just say bar? Hit the notification bell so that you can get a little ding-a-ling-a-ling. A ling-a-ling-a-ling, a ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling. A 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3. Make sure you do that and get a little ding-a-ling-a-ling every time I post, okay? So you can get a notification, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, we're gonna get into it. So I was saying, we're gonna start literally right here. I literally just broke one of my mirrors. It looks just like this, okay? Like that. And I just broke it. But by the way, I have like tons and tons of these mirrors. They're like $2 at the dollar store, and yeah. Actually, like, I keep the mirror on me. Like, don't even play. I keep the mirror on me everywhere I go because I'm just like, people will actually never tell you when you have things stuck in your teeth. I remember this one time, oh my days. There's this ice cream that I really like, and it's got like cocoa nibs in it. And let me tell you, it's called the hundreds and thousands, and it's got like sprinkles and it's got cocoa nibs. So when you start to get to chewing the cocoa nibs, and then how many times am I gonna say cocoa nibs? When you get to chewing the cocoa nibs and the cocoa nibs get stuck in your teeth, yeah, I learned the hard way. I always have the mirror on me, so I ate it and I was like, oh my God. I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, oh my God, what is that?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
And then I remembered, oh, okay, it's this damn cocoa nib stuff all up in my teeth. I remember this one time, Angela and I, you remember Angela, my friend? Yeah. We went to a shop and I was talking like to the guy in there, and they were cocoa nibs. Oh my days, I'm just it's actually traumatizing just like reliving this day. There were cocoa nibs stuck in my teeth, and when I tell, it's literally like cocoa, like it's dark chocolate. It's dark. It got really dark really quick. And I'll talk to him for like half an hour, and I was with her for like the whole evening, right? And she never even told me I had cocoa nibs all up in my teeth. Oh my days, I can't do it. I literally can't. It's horrible. So yeah, that's one of the other reasons why I always keep the mirror on me. So yeah, right now before I started this episode, I just like was looking at myself, a little quick 1 2 1 2. Is the girl looking presentable? And then bam, fell on the floor. Right now it's still here. Like I literally, it's splattered all over my room. I'm just like, we're just gonna have to record this and then clean up the mirror particles later, because these shards of glass are, I literally can see them. They're everywhere. So this is how we're gonna start it off. But I hope you've had a great week. I myself am sleep deprived. When I tell you many times, I've slept at, yeah, today actually I slept at 10 a.m. Slept at 10 a.m. Prior to that, I've been sleeping at 6 a.m. and I just cannot. I absolutely cannot sleep earlier than that. I don't know why, and it's hurting me. I literally it took me a solid 5 minutes to put on this one earring because I literally was like in La La Land. Not even like I'm a zombie at this point. But yeah, okay. So highlights of the week. Some random heroin addict. I was a heroin addict. So basically, she was a heroin addict. Tidros found her. He stretched his hand out and he saved her life forever. Heroin addict. I'm joking. Some random guy offered me crayons out of the blue. It's just, sometimes I think to myself, like, all of these things that are happening to me, are they actually happening to other people? Because I was just like, there's no way somebody just, my thing is, why me? Why are you picking me out of all the people that you could offer these crayons to? Why are you offering me crayons? I was just like, what is going on? Sometimes I'm so confused. I'm just like, this cannot be my life. This is not realistic. Also very upset because my chocolate milk, if you know me, if anybody knows me, I absolutely love chocolate milk. And my chocolate milk, I bought it, I was ready to like indulge, get into my chocolate milk zone. And tell me why the chocolate milk was tasting like hot garbage, hot dog water, chocolate water. It literally was tasting like burnt chips. I was just like, this is not happening to me. It's literally not happening. And today, like the makeup was just not, it's just not what I wanted it to be. And I'm just like, God, why? No, I absolutely cannot. Like the makeup is just not makeuping. The eyeliner took me forever and it's still messed up. It's still, the whole eyeliner is still mashed up. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not a makeup guru. Okay, I just try to make myself look presentable. I'm really a music guru, so it doesn't really matter what I look like. Apart from that, I've also really been wanting to cut my hair off. I'm just like, I'm so tired. I just want to do it. I want to do it like, the cherry that Chris Brown has in the last time I cut my hair, I had blonde. So this time I'm trying to do like cherry, but I'll probably do blonde again. I don't know. 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 I'm not sure. But yeah. Also to cut my hair, I'd have to fly to another province because my dad is the only person that I trust to cut my hair and he's not here right now. So, so that's just canceling itself out. I really want to be the bald-headed bandit again. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. And I literally don't understand why people could not understand where Doja Cat was coming from when she just said like, I love to not have hair. It's the most freeing thing ever. Like you wake up, you get into the shower, the body from head to toe. It's amazing. I got on the bus the other day and it was, well, not the other, but yeah. I got on the bus and my card declined. Like my bus card declined. And I literally, that was so embarrassing. I wanted to die, to die. It was so embarrassing. I wanted to die, to die. It's so crazy. Boy, I scram. I got on there, and me with the confidence and it always makes like a really aggressive sound when it's declining, and it's just like, of course, the whole bus has to be full to the brim on this day. So I'm just like, everybody can feel my shame. I can feel it. You can feel it. We all can feel it. And the bus driver was just like, go ahead. You can just go. You can just go. You can just go. That was so embarrassing. I wanted to die, to die. What? And I was just like, no, 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 no. No. I literally was just like, please, Earth, swallow me because this is not my normal behavior. So I don't know why I'm doing this now, but crazy. The bus declined, the card declined, and I was just like, yeah. Life is just not rooting for me right now. Like it's been hectic, hectic. I got on the bus the other day with Michelangelo, right? And where we chose to sit, literally like there was this like couple. It was this guy and this girl, and this girl was like, she was like, she was like, trying to like make out with her boyfriend. It's just, you know what? I feel like I personally do not have like a problem with like public displays of affection, but it's just like, if you're gonna do up, like if you're gonna try and do like the Titanic up in this bus, if you're gonna try and do the Titanic up all up in here, or whatever you're trying to do, Telemundo, okay, with the passion, you better be like good at what you're doing. Because I'm just like, what I saw, I was just like, what can I possibly do to myself from this suffering? Because it was just, I literally was just like No, she was like trying to like nibble man earlobe off. Like she was trying to like nibble his ear, but like the main like, she was like it was so horrible. I'm literally traumatized. Like I can't believe I'm even talking about this because I don't think I've healed yet. It like this. I can't. And the thing is, her lips, her li- her neck, her back, her lips and her crack. Her lips look like an aardvark. She literally had the lips of an ant eater. Okay. And what she was just doing. And the thing, and this is what made it horrible, right? The guy she was trying to like make out with was not consenting. And it was just like, no means no. That's literally what it is. So I don't know, like she was trying to like be sexy on the bus. And for some reason, like I'm just like, again, I know I'm not the only, because like she was sitting in front of me and there were tons of people that were like behind her. So she literally was directly like doing this in my face. And Michelangelo was sitting next to me, but he was talking to me and he was like looking at me. Like he literally was looking at me, so he couldn't see what was going on at all. So I'm literally looking at her like that. And Michelangelo, he's not even seeing it. And I'm just like, how am I the only person who's seeing this? Like, it was so uncomfortable. And I'm just like, please, 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 Leslie, please. The only time I'll ever beg, if you're gonna do a public displays of affection, be sexy. Be sexy about it. Know your way, okay? Because no. I can't. The lips of the aardvark. The revenge of the aardvark. The lips of the aardvark and what she was doing right there. And the fact that the guy, like, he wasn't consenting. And it's just like, so why are you doing this? You're doing this for who? You're doing this for what? If he doesn't like it, do you think we want to watch this? It was painful. But yeah, now that I told you that, I hope your week has been better than mine. I am going to get straight into the song of the week. So this week we're doing up reggae, full time reggae, everything good, everything reggae. Okay, and this week's song of the week is called Mamacita by Collie Buddz. I hope I'm pronouncing that the right way. He was born August 21st, 1984 in New Orleans, Louisiana, United States. So boom, this song came out according to Apple Music. It came out June 29th, 2007. Okay. And obviously I don't know the lyrics and I've known this song for years, like years. She look muy Bonita. The way she move remind me of Selena. She rocks slow. She dips slow. She only danced to reggae and calypso. Look how the dress hung up on her hips. So look how she move fast and she dip it low. And she dip it slow. Muy bonita. Mamacita. Girl, wine, let me come behind ya. Hey, me makes you feel alright. Would I dance all night if you want to? Eh, till the morning light. It's actually fine. I'm not gonna attempt to do that again because it's painful. But this song is such a vibe. Like whenever I listen to it, whenever it comes on, like on my playlist or whatever, I can never skip it because it's such a vibe. It just makes you feel like you're there in the Bermuda Triangle. I'm joking. You're there with Collie Buddz in New Orleans, or you're there with him in Bermuda. Okay, but it's a vibe. Like literally put the song on and you just want to make me feel alright. We can dance all night if you want to. Eh, to the morning light. Hey, oh, ah, ah, ah. So yeah, that's this week's song. I absolutely love this song and you guys have to get on it, or you have to get into it, or somebody has to teach me how to at least like, without like reading it like that. You need to teach me how to do the lyrics, like bow, 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 na 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 na, hey, it make you feel alright. We can dance all night if you want to, hey, till the morning light. Okay. So yeah, that's this week's song of the week. I hope you like that one because I really like it. And yeah, I would like to take us to. I would like to take us to where am I taking you? This would lead us into this week's poem of the week by me. Me, 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 me. There's just me. Hey, hey. One is the magic number. Ew. Okay, so this week's poem is called Sunset Tears. I wrote this poem Monday, the 24th of January, 2022. I was inspired by Sabrina Claudio. I remember I was listening to Sabrina Claudio around this time a lot. The track list had come out for the album that she was dropping. I can't remember what is this album that I absolutely love, by the way. So she dropped this the set list, and I was like, I literally can't wait to listen to these songs. And then I saw this Sunset Eyes, and I was like, I want to write a poem called Sunset Eyes because I like that title. But then I ended up writing Sunset Tears instead. So this is how it goes. She cries when she sees the sunset because it reminds her of her past. The loneliness of light colors, the hues that never lost. The girl with the tears runs with the wind. She yearns for her feet to touch the ground as she desires to be seen, to be heard when she is loud. She floats around in a daze, cannot remember her name. Every time she wakes up, this seems to happen again. Then suddenly she sees someone who looks quite familiar. She can't put her finger on it, but something is peculiar. She follows them straight through the door, but she fails to go through. So she peeps through the window to see inside, 'cause that's all she can do. A picture on the living room table of someone who looks like her. A girl, a boy, a lady, and a sir. That's when she realizes the young lady is her. It all starts to make sense. The lost memory and the floating. When she connects the dots together, she realizes she's a ghostling. So as the sun goes down, she enjoys it while she can, because she knows tomorrow she'll be right back here again. So as the sun sets, the girl begins to cry because she knows nothing of the day that she died. Let me give you a background story. She's actually been wandering in the wilderness the whole day, okay, looking for who she is. Da, da, da. She finds this home. She sees herself in the picture, and then she knows that's her. And then she can't get in because she's a ghost for some reason. I don't know. She has to be invited in. And then, as the sun starts to set, okay, she now remembers that she died, but then will not remember this, like, because the cycle just carries on. She's gonna die again and then wake up a ghostling again, and then it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So I hope you like that poem. I quite like that, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of them when I'm looking at myself like, damn girl, you really did that. You really, 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 really did that. Okay, that's enough. So yeah, that's the poem of the week. And then without further ado, we are going to get into everything is reggae this week. I've been in my reggae bag. This album is like a compilation of like your favorite songs. It's I'm already manifesting that into the world. It's gonna be your favorite songs. It's some of my favorite songs, and I hope you like them as well. So this album, it's by various artists, right? And it came out in 2011, and it's called Heart and Soul Riddim. Okay, what you know about that Heart and Soul Riddim? What you know about that Heart and Soul Riddim? This has 11 tracks on it, and all of them from head to toe, okay? From beginning to the end, fire. From beginning to end, fire. All these songs are so good, okay? This is the type of album that make you want to smoke a little Zaza, okay? Not even a little, just a lot of Zaza. I remember there was a time when my mother was obsessed with reggae music, and she had this, like, this particular various artists album or whatever curation. She had it on a CD. It was such a good time. Like, way back when I never used to pay the bills, when I had no rent. Those were good times, man. Just living off of my father's paychecks. But yeah, this album, my top 3, okay? Obviously, Missing You by Busy Signal, From My Heart by Ja Cure, and Your Love I Miss. I obviously love Puff Puff Pass as well. So okay, so you see something to chew on. Okay, something to hold on to is the fact that this album, this is something that my dad explained to me a while back. He said basically, because I used to be listening to this and I'll be like, all of these songs kind of sound familiar. It's because they all use the same beat. It's just one beat that's given to various artists, and then it's like whoever's gonna do the best with this, do it. And it's so crazy how all of these artists have the same beat and they managed to do this with the same beat. Like, it's amazing. It's so crazy to me. Like, these are all completely different songs. Of course, I feel like all of them are rooted in like the same thing, which is like love, peace, and ganja. Okay, love, peace, ja, and the Zaza. It's basically him saying like, the love that I have for you, what am I gonna do? Wow, 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 wow. Nobody's ever gonna come between me and my lady. Nobody's ever gonna this. Nobody's ever gonna that. Okay, so From My Heart by Ja Cure, it goes a little bit like this. It's coming straight from my heart. I hope you believe me until death do us part. This love will never end. Coming straight from my heart. I hope you believe me until death do us part. This love will never end. Bop, bop, boppity, bop, bippity, bop, bop, boo. Literally, there's no escaping the melodies. It's so good. Okay, he's just saying it's coming straight from my heart, and I hope you believe me until death do us part. This love will never end. Oh my days, I'm obsessed. Like, no. And then number 3, we have Girlfriends. This is Chris Martin, and he's just saying, don't take a girlfriend, set me up. He says, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, your friends are gonna judge me anyway. If your girlfriends give you what I give you, then go and be with your friends. So he's basically saying like, these girls are talking, your friends, girlfriends, okay, so your friends are talking smack about our relationship because they want what we have. They know what we have is precious and they're trying to destroy it. So would you pillow talk with your friends? No. Would you sleep with your friends? No. So if your girlfriends can give you what I give you, then go and be with your friends. I like Chris Martin because he's just like, he's so sassy. He talks that talk, like he tells girls off, but like in the most polite way. He's just like politely just leave me alone. That's Chris Martin for you, and he just always delivers it in such a polite, nice, loving manner. And yeah, so go and be with your friends since you're always talking about them. And then the fourth one goes, it's called In This World, so it goes like, in this world full of problems, only Jah can solve them. Yeah, yeah. So this one is basically talking about like all this corruption, all of these things that we have in this world, and he's basically just saying like, in this world there's so many problems, but only God can solve them. In this world full of problems, only Jah can solve them. Yeah. But dedication, determination, no frustration, communication, youth stay strong, trust in Jah, and you shall live in this world full of problems. Only Jah can solve them. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's an amazing one, and you should get into that as well. And then Missing You. I think anybody who knows reggae, if you don't know this song, you've definitely been living under a rock. One of my absolute favorites. My mother used to be obsessed with this song, and I feel like it just rubbed onto me. Busy Signal, Missing You. Ugh, no. Fluffy sound. When I say fluffy sound, so remember I went to film school, and the teachers used to make us make this fluffy sound. It's like releasing, it's like the sound of the voice, right? So it's like they make you go so then I started to be like, whenever like something like pizzazzy or whatever happens in class or whatever, when something feels really good, like let's say when you eat something that tastes good or you drink something that tastes good, you're like, so literally fluffy sound. So Missing You. Okay, it goes like, girl, you're all I need, and I'm always missing you, miss you, miss you, miss you, miss you, baby, miss you, miss you, miss you, miss you. I need your tenderness. I can't resist you. I need your tenderness. I can't resist you. Miss you, miss you, miss you, miss you, baby. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. And then we've got Puff Puff Pass by Future Fambo. And it goes a little bit like this. He says, puffing on the best, and I don't care about the rest. I'm blessed. I'm puffing on the best. I'm so blessed. All we do is puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, rolling up the high grade grass. Then he goes, I feel so high, like a plane in the sky. Don't ask me why, when you see the red in my eye. Also, just a disclaimer, I'm not a singer, but I'm just trying to give you the vibes. Trying to give you the vibes of what the songs give. It's so funny because in this song he says, the cops caught me rolling again, Mary Jane is my best friend. And my 5th grade us was literally thinking Mary Jane is his best friend. Like I literally thought he was talking to me. I remember when I told my dad that, he was like, oh Nyasha, sweet Nyasha. I literally thought he was just saying he gave a shout out to his friend Mary Jane. Mary Jane was his best friend, and he gave her a shout out in the song. Because what if I was writing songs, I would give out shout outs to people that I like too. But yeah, he wasn't talking about Mary Jane, he was talking about that Zaza, that Ganja, that Za. Okay. So number 7 is That's What Love's About. And it goes like, me and my baby, we have our problems, but we always work them out. Work out. And then he goes, and even if fight, it's hard to break up. I want to see your face when I wake up, because genuine love is what we're made of. That's what I found in you. This is a warning for the evil at the streets. This is a warning. Just like, it talks about like corruption and just like the evils of the world. So he's just like, this is a warning because there's evil out in these streets. Okay. And he's just saying like, your judgment day will come. And yeah, Where's My Wife by Million Styles. It goes like, I keep on searching till I find my wife? Where's my wife? Where's my wife? I'll keep on looking for you, girl. Looking for you. Where will I find you? Searching for you. This song actually makes me think of that song by Carly from iCarly. The one that goes like, it's called Shakespeare, I think. I saw you there, so beautiful. You stopped and stared, so magical. He's basically saying like, I know what I need in this life. And basically what he's looking for is a wife. So he says, I keep on looking and searching till I find my wife. Where's my wife? Where's my wife? I can go on and on and on. So yeah, if there's anybody looking for a husband, call up your boy Million Styles, because he's looking for a wife and he's gonna treat her right. He's gonna treat you right. Okay, so there, boom, where's my wife? And then the last one would be Your Love I Miss by Richie Lube, which goes like, girl, your love I miss. It burns just like a fire. Your touch, your kiss. Wouldn't trade it for another. Girl, your love I'll miss. It burns just like a fire. And that's the album, okay? Absolutely amazing. Like, I'm just like having a time. And I hope when you get into it, you love it, because I love it and I hope you love it too, okay? Okay. Boom, the fall of the house of Usher. When I tell you I am so happy, because this is what I mean when I say, where is the va boom? This is literally what I mean, because like, I mean, show me that somebody didn't go to bed writing the script. Show me that somebody lost sleep. Countless nights they were up, awake, okay? Not able to sleep, just like me, but creating this masterpiece. This is a masterpiece, and I give it a solid 10 out of 10 because of what the actual hell. When I started watching it, I was just like, first of all, every time I saw Usher, I was just like, what, why? I couldn't read this without thinking like, got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. Every time I saw this, I would think of Usher, and I was just like, we're nowhere fast, we've reached the climax. We're together, now we're undone. Won't commit, so we choose to run away. Hey, hey. Do we separate? Literally, I couldn't read that title without thinking of Usher, the singer. But yeah, totally unrelated, just so you know. This is amazing. I don't even know where to start. It's basically, and I'm not even gonna try and go through the cast, because it's a boy. It's a huge ensemble. Mike Flanagan, yeah, is not to be played with. No, like, he's literally that guy. It's not even a joke. It's so good. It's like twisty and turns, and you can tell it was like well thought out, and the costumes and the, like, when we're talking billionaire family, show us that these people have shmoney, and these people have shmoney, boy. They are absolutely giving, I want to touch more money than Brinks. Literally, they've literally touched more shmoney than Brinks. Like, the amount of money that this man has made, he'll never be able to spend it. His name is Roderick, and his sister's name is Madeline. Okay, it's Roderick and Madeline Usher. They had a bit of a weird childhood with their mom or whatever, because the mom was just like, I don't know, whatever. And then she died of freaking consumption, whatever the hell happened to her. Okay, so boom. Their mom is a secretary for this guy who owns $1 billion business or whatever, right? She gets pregnant, and then she has these kids that this billionaire guy chooses to not claim for some reason. What, I don't know, because he's just psychotic. He deserves to die. But yeah, this guy, extremely wealthy, doesn't want to take care of his kids. So literally, they're living like peasants, but when they're supposed to be living the life of the life of the life. So this one random guy ends up like filling in for their dad when he dies, and still doesn't acknowledge, these kids, that they actually, this is literally legit. If you think about it, it's their company, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like so rude about it. So siblings Roderick and Madeline Usher have built a pharmaceutical company into an empire of wealth, privilege, and power. However, secrets come to light when the heirs to the Usher dynasty start dying. And basically what we end up finding out is that when they were younger, it's giving genie. It's giving genie in a bottle. And at first I was just watching it for the sake of watching it. Also, I just want to say shout out Netflix. I don't think Netflix has ever been this hot. It hasn't been this hot since the beginning of Netflix. When Netflix was a thing, when it started till now, they're just on a roll. Like all these miniseries that they have on Netflix right now, fire, like back to back to back. There's this one, The Fall of the House of Usher, the Bly Manor one, the Haunting of Something Hill. Then we've got the Midnight Club, which I'm yet to watch, and then we've got Midnight Mass. That's what I was looking for. All of these are so good. And then we've got the Guillermo del Toro. All of these are fire, and all of these are on Netflix. I like a mini series. It's just like, tell me what's going on and let it finish. Like, because one of my things is like, I'm a serial binger. Once I get into something and I like it, I need to know how it ends, and I absolutely love that. And I just love the fact that like I started this, I didn't go to bed, I finished it in one go, and it's absolutely worth your time. Funny thing, I think when I was in episode 2, I was like, it's kind of giving me the 7 deadly sins, right? And then when I saw like the reviews, when I was reading it, there were a lot of people like comparing it to that. And then I think Mike Flanagan actually had to come out and explain like, although like that's a good movie or whatever, but it's not really derived from that. But yeah, it's just like, I don't even know what to say to you. You really see like what people are willing to do, for money, or how money has an impact on people's lives. And also it's just like, you want to think that the richer that you are, then the happier you are. But these kids, they've got all the money in the world. They're all miserable. Like nobody's actually really happy. Nobody actually has anything tangible except one little person in the family, which is Lenore. And this is like a grandchild. But yeah, it's basically a genie. We're gonna call her a genie. It's basically a genie, and she her name is Verna, which is an anagram for Raven, by the way. Her name is Verna, and she sits with young Madeline and young Roderick when they were kids, and she basically is like, oh, like, if I could give you everything that you're asking for, all this wealth, all this, all that, and da da da. Once your reign is done, once you've enjoyed all the money, da da da, everything must go with you. Like when you're about to die, everybody and your whole bloodline is supposed to go with you. Okay, so this I can't speak. So this is exactly what happens. And then so everybody's being duppied one by one, each one with their own curation of murder. Like, it's so good. And then something that actually riled people up, which I was laughing at, there's this scene where there's a cat that gets like bludgeoned, and people were really upset the fact that he killed a cat in his series. And I'm just like, whoa, hey now. People need to take a chill pill. Come on now. Like, don't we understand? Like, obviously, I think obviously there's people who've harmed animals before, and that's why it's a cause for concern. But I feel like at this point, like, no animals were harmed during the making of the series. Like, people are like, oh, why the cat had to die, like da, da, da. And people are actually like really riled up about that. And I'm just like, please, Margaret, Karen, sit down and be quiet. Shut up. and I highly recommend for you to watch it. Like I'm not doing it any justice by trying to explain to you what it is. You just have to watch it, because also I'm queen spoiler alert, so I'm trying to tell you to watch this and then I'll end up telling you the whole thing. I will give you, however, a little highlight. One of my favorite scenes is when Madeline and Roderick are talking about to die and just talking about like, oh, people blame us for bringing all these pharmaceuticals and killing people and da 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 because people got addicted to them and da da da, right? But then she basically said like, it's not us, it's human nature. Like people do these things to themselves. Like even though they made this deal with this genie and they knew this was gonna happen, like they knew it was gonna happen all along, when it was starting to come, they were still trying to fight and resist because they just, the greed, you know, the glutton for wealth is crazy. But yeah, she basically was saying like, people want a full meal that tastes good and da da da, but also want it to be done in 5 minutes and put it in the mic. Like you want a wholesome meal, something with everything and all the ingredients and all the nutrients and all the minerals and all this da 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 da, but you also want it to be made 5 minutes in the microwave. And it's just like, how how what, how can we help you? Like basically said like, there's salads and McDonald's would have been serving salads for people who would like to eat salads, but if they were doing that, nobody would buy McDonald's. The stuff is there, but people don't want it. It's basically just saying like, give a solution to the world. People still find something bad to bring out of something good, or people lust for evil, basically, is what she was saying. Because she was even saying like, if we stopped making movies for just 1 year, literally like just 1 year, and took all that money and put it into like a good foundation, which is not just giving the rich people back money to do whatever they do with it that doesn't contribute to helping the society or whatever. If we stopped movies for a year and just put all that money into something that's good, it would make a huge change in this world. But people don't do that because people don't want to do that. People are like this, so blame us or not, but we did what we had to do, and we lived a life, and even though we're dying, but we lived a good one. My other favorite absolute favorite thing is the use of poetry, the poetic justice, the poetic symmetry in this series, unmatched. They use the poems of Sir Edgar Allan Poe. Absolutely amazing. There's a poem called Annabel Lee. There's a poem called Raven. There's a poem called, I think, Tamarine or Tamerline or something like that. There's so many poems by Edgar Allan Poe. Absolutely amazing. Like Raven, for instance, is actually named after one of the poems. There's a poem called Lenore as well, and that's like the grandchild of one of them. The grandchild. Yeah, that's the grandchild. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. The way they tied in the poems and like with the what was going on, and it's chef's kiss. That's all I can say. And I really, really, really want you to watch this. And I remember this one scene with Lenore, and the grandfather was like about to die or whatever, and she was going in to tuck him in before she went to bed. He just wasn't letting it go, the fact that he was dying, and she basically was like, granddaddy, well, she didn't say granddaddy, but she basically said to her grandpa, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is gonna come from a place of love. And he was like, yeah, sure, sweetheart, tell me. And she was like, let it go. I say this and it comes from a place of love when I say, let it go. You've made more money than you could ever spend. You've accomplished everything you've ever wanted to accomplish. Be like Elsa and let it go. And I literally was like, real gangster shit right there. Lenore is a G. Lenore is actually a G. And from now on, we're not going to say be like Elsa and let it go. We're going to be like Lenore and let it go. Because she was like, you literally have more money than you could ever spend. Do you understand that? And then I was just thinking like, more money than you can ever spend. I know, like, I want to touch more money than Brinks. Literally, I want to have that. You know what? For the first time ever, when I was watching this miniseries, that's when I was kind of like, I don't know. Something is like a little off with all this wealth, because that's what I was just like. It's so consuming. It must be exhausting to constantly want to stay at the top and always want to have more and more and more. It's so exhausting. I was getting exhausted just watching it from somebody else's perspective, and I was just like, damn, like what? I was thinking to myself, like, if I had that option with the genie, would I have taken this wish? Basically, the genie was like, you can have all this, but then when it's time to go, it's time to go. And it's just like, I don't know, like, what? Money is really not the solution to everything. You can see with the way these kids struggle with their wealth. It's just like all of them are completely lost. They're all lost. They don't know what to do. Like, it's so bad. And I was just like, if this is what money brings, if this is truly what loads of money brings, then I don't want it, baby. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, for real. Like, I don't want like money to make me delusional, you know? And I've always valued the fact that my dad definitely taught me to like respect people for who they are, what they really are, and not for what they have. Because boy, all these people that we put at such a high standard because they have money, they ain't for real, most of them, I swear. And if you want to find out, you have to watch this. Be like Lenore and let it go. Okay? I think I've said I've done enough, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. I definitely absolutely enjoyed this episode. It was perfectly splendid. And I will catch you guys next week. I hope you have a good week going forth. So much love. Hugs and kisses.